There's not much left, but you see remnants of some prisoners there with this old cot. And you come over here. Jail door there. Looks like they were doing some asbestos abatement at some point in time. Those aren't anything, those are just empty rooms and stuff. So, more old cots and stuff from the prisoners. See, that's cool. This goes up to some offices, and then this is just an empty room here. Back through here, that's the front door. Come over here though, and voila, you're in a cell block. Look at this cell block. Amazing. The cell block is really cool too. You can see the colors and the decay in here. And you actually have another here. And picnic table, which is cool. It's like the common area where the prisoners would gather and eat, play cards. This abandoned historic jail was originally built back in 1845 in a small rural northeastern United States town. The jail was partially built by the prisoners themselves, who would work long hours of intense labor to quarry rock and then use that same rock to build the jail as part of their punishment and sentence. In the year 1911 alone, there were 9 people at the jail awaiting trial for murder, including 4 men accused of causing a train wreck in which one person was killed. The jail had many celebratory events that also took place over the years, such as marriages, graduations, and even births, as well as the all too familiar negative stories of corruption and inmate abuse. The historic jail grounds also featured a dairy farm, which helped the jail become very self-sufficient by having the inmates work on the dairy farm to grow and eventually produce milk, vegetables, pork, beef, and chicken. The dairy farm provided food for the entire jail. And because of the dairy farm, the jail grounds were never fully enclosed. And due to this, there were many successful escapes because of that reason, besides the lack of security, the rural location, and the small jail staff. Prisoners frequently just walked away and then would jump on a train or hitch a ride out of town. One prisoner in particular escaped from the jail and was never seen again. They're all pretty identical, see? They're all pretty much the same. That one's been stripped. If I go over here, the controls here and the levers, lock and unlock for the cell blocks and the cell doors. And they control these cells here on the tier. This is obviously the main cell block with the 2 tiers. And check this out. Another cell. Pretty similar to the other ones that we just saw, but different coloring. Lighter color. This has some orange and the green too. Another door here. Pretty sweet. Another lock there. Many longtime residents recall it as being more of a country club than an actual jail. Many criminals needed a warm place to stay during the cold winter months and would find a way to get themselves arrested on purpose so that they could have their, what was known as 3 hots and a cot, meaning that they had shelter and food to eat. Prisoners were also allowed to play baseball on the grounds, take picnics down to the local river, and even visit neighborhood restaurants for meals. Obviously, things were much different back in those days when compared to the criminal justice system of today. The historic jail underwent several renovations and expansions that occurred in 1878, 1899, 1955, and 1964. These renovations featured a new women's quarters, a state-of-the-art kitchen, updated plumbing, proper electrical systems, and expansions to the living quarters for the sheriff and his family, the jail staff, and also the inmates. The historic jail remained active for nearly 125 years, from 1845 until 1969, when the inmates from the jail were moved to newer, more modern facilities. An interesting side note is that one of the very last inmates that was housed at this historic jail was Black Panther leader Bobby Seale. In 1970, the jail was again used as a simulated lockup for prison guards who were treated like criminals so they could experience the same treatment that the prisoners did. They were even strip searched, fingerprinted, and put in prison attire before being incarcerated for an entire weekend. You go down these stairs. Oh, here's the area that leads to that area we first started in by the kitchen. It's just locked off. But if you come down here, this is actually where the isolation cells were in the solitary confinement. So check it out. Another picnic table too, right here, where they would chow and eat and meet and play cards and whatnot. So here's the solitary. Another shower for the solitary people, prisoners. So that is the solitary cells. And then there's more cells over on this side, identical to the other ones. There you go, look at that. He was a bad dude if he was in one of these. Food slots. Look inside one of them. Same layout, I guess, as the other cells. Just no open air. You're locked in. So from solitary area, another one. It's similar, so no need to spend a lot of time on this part, but this is the one floor below the one we just were up at. So this is the first floor cell block. Shower. So this was the common shower where everyone would share. And then there's the first floor tier. And then if you look up, there's the second floor tier. Pretty cool, huh? Look at that. Amazing colors too. I love the colors in this place. They really pop out nicely. And the decay. Pretty cool, look at that. So many bars. And that's how you can access it through there. Access the cells anyways. One more look back. Pretty cool. Paint from here, so you can kind of see the height of it. Pretty tall. Pretty cool. Sweet, huh? So this would be, of course, another one of these cells, the shelving unit, mirror or window. Not sure, it doesn't lead outside, so fake window. Bed. And then this is their view, the prisoner's view. You can see, not very fun. There's one more area up here. Let me show you. And it's a bunk area where they had actually bunk beds and stuff. Some of the prisoners, like a group setting. This is more yellow bars up here rather than the green and the orange like downstairs. This is the shower here, and then the bathroom here. Probably got some straight up fights going on in here. Look at that hidden area from everything else. You can only imagine what happened in there. But yeah, this is the bunk area here. You can see the bunks. More picnic tables. And then the shelving units above each of the beds. One of the bunks there. Pretty cool. Look at that. Super cool bunk beds. And a little pan this way. Look at that. That's cool. Got another room over here with bunks in it too. Just a small little tiny room. By the 1990s, the historic jail was closed again, but this time it closed for good. In 2007, the historic jail was purchased by the local town. The town then established a small committee to set up work on stabilization, restoration, and potential reuse of the jail and property. As of 2022, the historic jail still sits abandoned, hoping for a new chance at life in the near future. Well, sorry, my friends, all good things must come to an end. And this is the end for the abandoned historic jail video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching, and please subscribe to Abandoned Central to get all of our latest videos. And again, thank you for your support.